Good morning. Did you recently discover that you have gluten intolerance or gluten sensitivity, or you're not digesting very well lactose? Well, I have one bad news and a lot of good news for you. The bad news is that you must be struggling or feeling that you cannot eat anything, that your social life is over because you cannot meet your friends in a coffee or a restaurant and eat all the delicious food and dessert that you wanted or that you used to eat. But this is only the first stage, and I was there. I understand this overwhelming feeling that you don't know what to eat and you run to the supermarket to gluten-free because you're not sure where this gluten is and you want to feel safe. But this is just the first reaction, and I'm not an expert or nutritionist, but I was there. I was there 7 years ago. Now I realized that moment was the only bad part. And the good news is that first, if you were able to identify that you have this sensitivity for this substance, that it's the gluten or the lactose or any other kind of food, it means that the body is really working well and it's letting you know what is this kind of substance that is not acting really like a food or a nutrient for your own body. It's like a poison for you. And this is very important because a lot of people live a life with a lot of illnesses, symptoms, and severe symptoms, headaches, pain, inflammation, etc., without being able to discover the root problem. That could be as simple as a food intolerance. In this focus only in gluten. And this is the one thing, your body is working well. It's letting you know that it's really a poison for you, and for me too. The second, try to avoid the gluten. You will notice that a lot of healthy food is free from gluten, but it doesn't have necessarily a label. But if you do your own little research, you look for food that is free of gluten, you will find legumes, fruits, vegetables, rice, fresh potatoes. And the good thing is that avoiding the gluten, you will start if you try to eat gluten-free food that is coming from the nature, with less refined sugar, with less industrial process. You start to eat better food, a food with more quality, that maybe is more digest, that is more rich in nutrients, a food that is richer, that is maybe local produce. Yes, at the beginning it's going to be difficult because you need to learn where to buy your products, where to carry it, but when you're used to it, it's part of your routine. Every time, if you realize every time that we start anything new, a business, a new relationship, we try to just play a game the first time, it's not easy because we need to learn the rules. This is the same. With the gluten, this is the same. We need to learn the rules, and they are not bad. At the end, we can consider us lucky because thanks to the gluten, we have the chance to start a conscious eating. We are more careful about what we eat and how we eat it. So don't feel bad. You have more positive things on your way that you can imagine. And right now, I must consider the gluten like a rose. It's like a painful gift because at the beginning, as the roses, it has spines, and it could be painful, but at the same time, the roses are beautiful and has a very nice smell. Don't you think? Gluten is the same. At the beginning, it's painful, it's horrible, it's overwhelming. You think that your life is over. But now, in my case, after 7 years, I can tell you that is the best thing that happened, one of the best things that happened in my life, because right now, thanks to the gluten, I'm here sharing this experience with you. Thanks to the gluten, I was forced to go out of my comfort zone to learn so many things, and also lose without intention, without the purpose. I'd also lose weight without intention, but it was not really extra weight, it was inflammation in my case. So
I can understand your pain. I feel it sometimes by not really careful what I eat. But this is just to encourage you that if the beginning is hard, believe me, on the way you will have amazing surprises for your health.